Hi everyone, my name is Dam and I make music as Deeparture.
Hi, my name's Emma and we're at the Disruptive Records studio.
When the Disruptive Records team reached out to me for this collaboration, I was actually pretty excited. I'm very much a technical producer myself, but I don't actually play the piano or any live instrument. So I actually love working with true authentic musicians. So in that sense, I was really excited. And I've never done a session like this where we actually live recorded like a real piano, you know, with all the cool human variations in there.
Yeah, I was also very happy and very excited, but I was also very nervous because I've never worked in sort of the house genre. A lot of my music's very neoclassical and I've always been almost scared like to step over that that line to house music. It was really fun and it was really exciting to merge two very different usually genres together and just see how that turns out.
Actually kind of funny because in that sense I'm also always a bit nervous because I feel like the imposter.
Yeah,
because you know I can't even play the piano, you know? What am I gonna tell you about making a song? Like I'm just putting together beats, so.
Yeah, it's like completely different knowledge and bringing them together is like kind of crazy and kind of fun.
Emma already had an idea in her head for some chords. And so like literally within the first 5 minutes we were off.
The initial chords that I came into the studio with, we were layering them to start with, and then eventually over time we basically cut them out and just took the, what's it called? The hook.
The hook, yeah.
Just took the hook and then made new chords. I liked how you came in with like this whole template, this house template, which I think again is obviously not something that happens in more like neoclassical music, but it makes it like really smooth process.
I try to at least have something ready that we can work with immediately, you know, so that I'm not swapping claps and drums and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, we got to be creative, like for most of the session. I think that's important when you're together, not to become too technical. The pleasant thing of working alone is that you get to make all your own decisions and you can play around with very small things for as long as you like. And when you're together, you know, you're there to create. And it also forces you to make decisions quicker, you know, lay out an arrangement. And for the creative process, that's actually better. The piano is the basis of everything. Like most producers start off with the piano and build around that. Since house music arose like in the 80s, 90s, like the piano, whether it be a real piano or a synth piano, it's been center stage. But the classical influences, or modern classical influences, that's something that could be utilized a bit more. And who knows?